Hello chess lovers, I have a very short game for you played by Hikaru Nakamura, who is playing with the white pieces, and his opponent is Veselin Topalov. The game was played in 2016 at St. Louis Showdown, and this was a 60 minutes game. Naka started with d4, knight f6, c4, e6, knight c3, bishop b4. This is the Nimzo-Indian defense. Queen c2, d5, c takes d5, e takes d5, bishop g5, h6, bishop h4, and Topalov chooses a very aggressive line, c5, d takes c5, and here comes g5, bishop g3, knight e4, e3, and here Topalov played the wrong move order, bishop f5, and it turns out that after this move, black just loses on the spot. The main line, instead of playing bishop f5, starts with queen a5. If knight ge2, then only now black plays bishop f5 or knight c6 is also possible. But now I will tell you the difference. When you are playing bishop f5 at once, this allows white to take on b8, and now the threat is queen a4 check. And you are losing your bishop on b4. That's why it was so important to play this queen a5 move first and only then bishop f5, because in this case there is no bishop takes b8 and queen a4 check. Let's go back to the game. Now you see this bishop f5. Here comes bishop takes b8. Well, if you take on b8 with your rook, then simply queen a4 check and you are losing your bishop. And if you play bishop takes c3 check, then b takes c3, rook b8 f3, and now black has two options, either to play knight g3 or knight d6. If knight d6, then queen a4 check, bishop d7, queen d4, and you are losing one of your pieces, either the rook or the knight on d6. And if in this position knight g3, then again queen a4 check, bishop d7, queen d4. If knight h1, then queen h8 check, king e7, queen takes h6, and this is an easy win for white. Sooner or later you will lose your knight on h1 as well, and white is just winning. So let's go back to the game. After playing bishop takes b8, Topalov played knight takes c3. Here comes queen takes f5, knight e4 check, king e2, and now queen takes b8. Well, the thing is that if you take on b8 with your rook, then queen e5 check, king d7, queen takes d5, and you are losing your knight. That's why Topalov in this position played queen takes b8, which controls this e5 square. Now comes queen takes d5, and Topalov resigned, because whatever you play you are losing a piece. If knight f6, then queen d4, forking the bishop and the knight. And if knight takes c5, then queen d4, this time forking the rook on h8 and the bishop on b4, and again black is losing a piece. By the way, I searched in my database and it turned out that this position also occurred in a game played by Andrews and Dobrev. Unknown players of course, but again white won, although a few more moves later. Your comments please, and thanks for watching. Good luck.